Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope all of you will be safe and sound. Today, in this video, I just thought that let us try to have some discussion, some concept about the topic social responsibility of business, or in other words, we also say corporate social responsibility. Though I have already sent the material on this topic, but I thought that in the form of video, if we just discuss uh, certain concepts, so that you can have exposure or it may be beneficial to understand this topic. It's, so in this topic, actually, we have to study the responsibility, accountability of the corporate houses, business organizations to the society. Why? Because if you see the different types of responsibilities of business, okay, there is the connectivity of the business and society. We understand business depends on society. Business is the integral part of this social system, universal system. So business requires different types of inputs, and definitely business depends on the society, like inputs like main machine, materials, land, etc. So this is the economic responsibility desired by the society, because uh, people, customers are there and they have needs, wants. So business has to perform it. This is what economic responsibility that is desired by the society. And definitely there is the actually common interest. It's an exchange of value between business and customers. But the question is that when we say and we talk about the other responsibilities, for example, particularly in this topic, the focus is on that the business must perform other social responsibilities. For example, the most important thing is that it should be ethical. Why ethical? That is to say, because it is desired by the society. Because business produces various types of goods or commodities, and we know that the traditional objective of the business has been, and even today, the most important objective of the business is that profit maximization. So there is no any other responsibility business needs to focus. The many economists and even father of economics Adam Smith suggested, because for other responsibilities, government is there are different institutions in the country, in the society. So why business will take care? Business has to only earn profit. But as the time passes and over the years, as we know that there are always different schools of thoughts on any particular topic in our course. So the many economists, management writers argued that no, the objective of the business is not only to earn profit, being a part of the society, and because the functioning of the business also creates different types of problems for the society. So there is a responsibility, because industrial activities actually create the problem which are not actually good for the society, for the people. And a very simple example, global warming, we know, greenhouse, accumulation of the greenhouse gases, we know the global problem. And actually this is not actually happened in just 1 year, 5 years. This has been the gradual activity, and this is the consequence outcome of the industrial and business activities, the economic growth and model that is what the entire economy of the world has adopted. So point is that if the functioning of the business is creating such a major problem, so definitely many people suggested no, the business also tries to compensate by providing various types of facilities, I mean, in terms of donation, charity, and creating different types of infrastructure. So that is what philanthropic approach. It is desired by the society. मतलब हमें लोगों के बारे में ख्याल रखना चाहिए. हम जिस समाज में रहते हैं वहाँ चारों तरफ हमारी एक्टिविटीज़ से प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, तो हमें उसके बारे में ख्याल रखना पड़ेगा. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ़ we produce certain kind of product and that creates pollution also, so that will harm the society, health problem. And if suppose industrial garbage is dumped into rivers, so that pollutes, that makes rivers dirty in any city in the country. So it is the negative externality, it is the negative impact. So because, and there is the cost. So who will actually pay this cost? Who will actually take care about these all things? So that's why philanthropic approach is very important, and not only from this point of view, because you earn from the society, so it becomes moral responsibility to also do something for the society. And the very I mean, if you just interlink this particular topic and the current scenario of the world, why there is a lockdown, we know. And in this crisis that is entire world is facing, the people are expecting that there must be more and more facility aid by the government. Okay, that is the duty of the government, but we also expect that the rich people, the big corporate biggies, big corporate houses, celebrities, and that is what they are actually doing, must donate in the relief fund of the governments, so that that fund can be used to fulfill and what actually what actually society needed, country needed, and across the globe this is the problem. So what actually they are doing, this is, I mean, there is no any compulsion for any corporate house, but it's a question of moral responsibility, because you are part of this society, you earn from this society. So if there is any such type of problem, natural calamity, any virus problem, and whatever the problem, definitely the business has to. So that's why you can see that there is the continuous series of announcements by the different corporate houses and the celebrities, so far as the monetary donation is concerned. So that is a very good example. So entire world is actually laboratory for we people, and we can have the different so many cases that is we can study, we can discuss. Just to keep your eyes, just to observe, go through the newspapers and what actually you do on social media, and you will have lots of examples regarding this particular topic. It's very interesting. We don't need to get more bothered so far as the bookish knowledge is concerned, and you do not have time to study. You people are very busy. But the question is that definitely just by applying our common sense, we can easily understand this particular topic. So economic responsibility and legal responsibility, again, there are rules and regulations of the government, and every business organization has to work, function within the purview of the rules and regulations. So in this way we can easily understand. Now before I conclude, I mean, I would like to give an example of the corporate. It's not a new thing, it's not a new phenomena. I just want to give a very simple example. We know about the Jamshedpur Tata Nagar. When the TISCO was being set up at that time, Jamshedji Tata had written a letter. उन्होंने एक पत्र अपने पुत्र को लिखा, शायद perhaps Darob, DAROB, perhaps कुछ ऐसा ही नाम था. And he had written a letter. In that letter, Jamshedji Tata suggested that our aim should not only to set up the industry, but there should also be adequate infrastructure around the city or in the city. Like he suggested in that letter, there should be wide roads, street lights, trees, and as well as the different types of, the playgrounds for football, hockey. Also, he suggested there should be the religious houses for, the temple, mosque, church, etc. And as we can see in the Tata, there are also different types of institutions, hospitals, and the most importantly, XLRI, which is actually very famous for providing training and skill to the staff, and very famous in the field of human resource management. XLRI, we know it. So how actually Tata Nagar became the very smart city industrially in the Asia at that time. Even the Bihar at that time, the Jharkhand was in the Bihar, and that's why actually at that time that Tata actually became so popular. This is not actually the new phenomena. The corporate houses are doing, and you can see the examples. Several examples are there. Also, one example that which happened in the recent past, that Ajim Premji, the Wipro, the IT giant, the Wipro, the very famous company in the IT sector. So Wipro Ajim Premji actually became the famous philanthropist in the world. That he, in the recent past, he contributed billion of dollars, almost $21 billion in the form of charity. So this is also the corporate social responsibility. So list goes on, and you can easily understand. Now I would like to conclude with this example, and this is so easy. Now you can easily grasp it. And for further topic, what actually we have in the next session. Goodbye, best of luck, and take care. Thank you very much.